Hello, welcome to Learn Law with Hannah. So today I am going to talk about Section A in Paper 1 and Paper 2. The format is exactly the same. Don't spend more than 30 minutes on Section A. If you want to leave Section A until the end and complete the 320 markers in Section B, then that's absolutely fine. Just number your questions. So the first question that you have to do is an 8-mark question. Now you get a choice out of 2. The way it's phrased, it's probably going to use the words explain or describe. I would try to get a case in there or an Act of Parliament just so that there is some legal authority. Make sure you read the question properly. For example, it could be explain the role of a jury, explain the role of a superior judge, and then you just need to write down as much as you can remember factual content. No need to evaluate. You won't get any marks for discussing things. So probably 10 minutes on that 8 marker. Then you move on to the 12 marker. Now this is pure evaluation, so it could be something like discuss the advantages of judicial precedent, discuss the advantages of using juries. So the way these are marked is a system called PDE, and in my mind, I'm like, point, it's developed, and then it has the extra evaluation. That's how I think of it. So let's use advantages of juries as an example. You need to explain your point. So you would perhaps get a mark for saying something like, one of the advantages of using a jury is the fact that a defendant is tried by their peers. So they are being tried by their equals. It means the public can use common sense in their decision and not a case-hardened judge. Further develop that perhaps by saying this ensures public participation in democracy or confidence in the legal system. And then when you get to that extra bit, so that would be your P and your D, when you get to the extra bit, you can argue the other side. So you can put in a disadvantage, but you must not start with a disadvantage if it's an advantages question. So I hope that makes sense. So we've said you're tried by your peers, public use their common sense, not a case-hardened judge. Your point, it ensures, for development, it ensures public participation in democracy and confidence in the system. And then your extra point, however, juries have no legal training, so they may be influenced too much by emotions or the media when making their decision. So that would be how you get the marks. It's an adding up exercise, so you've got to get 12 marks. So that could be 4 well-developed points. 4 times 3, 4 times PDE equals 12. Equally, as long as you have 1 PDE, the rest of the marks can be made up from P and PDs. So as long as that adds up to 12 and you've got 1 well-developed point with that extra little bit, that will allow you to access the top level. So please do ask if you have any questions. I hope that helps a little bit, and good luck.